Okay, we have completed the visualization, everything. Mm, okay, we have completed the visualizations properly, and we have done with the major project also. If I am not wrong somewhere, yes, of course, V7 training. I don't know where it is. Okay, we have done with the visualizations and we have done with the major project. Okay, now visualization part is completed. Everything is completed. Now, says next what? So next, what we are going to discuss? What we are going to discuss? Let's have a clear view. Okay, we have done with the project. You can see here major project. I clearly explained everything. Fine. Okay, you can go through the recording if there is anything needed. So now today visualization part is completed. The 60% of the work is completed in Power BI. Remaining now we are going to discuss about Power Query. So whenever you open the Power BI, guys, let's say when you open the Power BI, go to the search option. In the search option, if you type Power BI, please open the Power BI app. Okay. If you open the Power BI app, if you just open the Power BI app, of course, you will click on the new option. Of course, you will click on the new option. Once you click on the new option, immediately you will be seeing here definitely what you will do. So definitely, if you want to add the data, so what I'm saying is once you open the Power BI, you will use this option. Till now, you will use the get data option. Using get data option, you will upload the Excel sheet. Once you upload the Excel sheet, you will do the graphics. You will do the visualization. You will do the visualization normally. Okay, that is good. But everyone keep remember one thing. Whenever the data is clean, whenever the data is clean, then only whenever the data is clean, then only you can then only you can do the visualization. Whenever the data is not clean, you can't do the visualization. You need to clean the data. You will ask me immediately one question, sir. What is the meaning of data is not clean? Data is not clean. What is the meaning of that? Let's say I will show you any one of the data. Okay, I think already some people might know here very clearly. Let's say, for example, if I open any data set in front of you, Titanic data set or any data set. See, if I open the Titanic data set in front of you, if I open the Titanic data set in front of you, you see here the data is present in the Excel sheet file, but there is some data which is missing. Let's say, see, there is some data which is definitely missing here. So if the data is missing, you will get the visualizations, but the visualizations will be not so good. Not so good and not so perfect visualizations definitely you won't get. Perfect visualizations definitely you won't get. Okay, so first of all, when you open the Power BI, not only now, when you open the Power BI, if the data is clean, then you go to the visualization. If the data is not clean, you go to the Power Query. In the Power Query, you need to clean the data, then you come back to the visualization. Then you need to come back to the visualization. But whatever the data that we have done till now, the supermarket data, it is everything clean. No null values, nothing. No null values, nothing. So directly I have done the visualization. Directly I have upload the data and I have done the visualizations. I have done the visualizations. Now what I'm going to do is, so I will take some unwanted data. I will take some unwanted data. For example, as I mentioned, so I will take this Titanic data only. Okay. So I'm not going to work on supermarket data because supermarket data is clean. Because supermarket data is clean, there is nothing I can do it. Okay. So here, the supermarket data is clean. You tell me one thing that the data is not clean. How can you say? All the data is there, every column is perfect, everything is perfect. That's why directly I have done the visualization. Now what I am saying is I am saying goodbye to the supermarket data because major project also completed. Goodbye to the supermarket data. Now I will take this Titanic data set, for example. Titanic dataset is not clean, not clean. So what I will do is, first of all, what I will do is, let me click on the get data. Let me, I want to, first of all, let me check where this data set is, Titanic data set, where it present. Okay, downloads Titan. Okay, so the data set is present in this folder. Okay, so and just give me a minute. What is that extension? It is extension is, let's say, the extension. It is a folder. Okay, no worries. Come back. Let me give me a minute. Just give me. I'm checking. Lot of folders I used to have. Titanic, 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 Titanic. The Kaggle. Yeah. So in this folder, I have the data. In this folder, I have the data. What is its extension? First of all, I need to check the extension. The extension is, why it is showing me the folder. Okay. Okay, guys. So let me go to the Power BI. I think it is a CSV
It
file
is a
in my
CSV
guess.
file, sir. It has shown that it is a CSV file.
Yes, I think it's CSV only. Command, yeah, it's a CSV. Okay, click on the CSV. So same, like I'm going to the get data option. I'm clicking on the get data. I want to add a CSV data set. So what I will do, I will go to the location. So what I will do slowly, I will go to the location. I will check where my data set, like Titanic data set is there in that location. So see data set. I want to open. See, when you open the data set, two options will be showing here. If I am not wrong, see in the last sections also, supermarket data also. If you take the, okay, if you take the supermarket data also, so when you load the two supermarket data, it will give you two options if I am not wrong. One is load option, one is transform data option. Once again, I'm telling you, you will load the data. So the process you need to understand. Everyone should open Power BI. After opening Power BI, everyone will click on the get data option. Okay. And you will select the file. Now, in the previous sections, I selected that files, like what is say supermarket data, and I'm clicking on the load. Why? I selected the data. The data is very clean. So I'm going to click on the load. If I click on the load, what happens? Automatically the data will be loaded here. I can do the visualization. Now what's my question for you is, my personal question is like, now I am loading Titanic dataset. Now I am uploading the Titanic dataset. So it is asking me whether to load or whether to transform. Do the data is clean? Titanic dataset, do the data is clean, guys? Data is not clean. If the data is not clean, how can you load the data and how can you do the visualization? You need to click on transform data. So if you click on the transform data, it will open in the Power Query. Power Query means this option, see, transform data, both are same. This transform data, both are same. That means Power Query. You can see here, if I take my mouse cursor here, you see here, if I cancel it, okay, if I cancel, take my mouse cursor here, use the Power Query editor to connect, to prepare and to transform the data, which means to clean the data and to arrange anything that you want to do in the data, arrange anything that you want to do in the data. Okay, so that's a lot of people, what they do is they will click on they will click on the transform data. Okay, normally what they do is like they will click on the transform data. Here they will add the data. It's not correct option. Normally you load the data here. Normally you load the data. Normally, you need to load the data. When you are loading the data, if the data is clean, click on the load, do the visualization. If the data is not clean, click on the transform data. If you click on the transform data, automatically, automatically, it will redirect to Power Query only. Okay, automatically it will redirect to Power Query only. See, now I'm going to click on transform data because data is not clean. I'll click on transform data. See, Power Query editor is open. Now you see two different operations. First, every person opened Power BI. First, every person opened Power BI. He load the data, but the data is not clean. He is taking the data to the Power Query editor. Here you will clean the data. Once you clean the data, once the data cleaning completing means you will take that data to the visualization area. Okay, that is a logic connectivity. You will load the data. If the data is not clean, you will go to the Power Query. In the Power Query, you will clean the data. After cleaning data, you will give the data to the normal area. So I mean, you will load back to the original area. If the data is here means automatically we can do the visualizations. Now I will show you one by one. I am loading the data, so data is not clean. I went to the Power Query. I went to the Power Query. So this is how the Power Query will be coming. And you can see here lot of backend mathematics formulas will be visible. So in nowadays, remembering all the formulas is time waste process. Even the DAC formulas remembering also time waste process, because we can use chat GPT or we can use any other tools or anything to do this all these operations. Okay, don't focus on formulas here. So Power Query Editor, so which is used to clean the data. Whatever the data for the data set that you uploaded, the file name you can see here. The file name you can see. If you want to rename this file here, double click on it and you can rename the file. See here guys, remember one thing. Everyone should focus on this area. Everyone should focus on this area, I'm telling you. Here first two options are there, no? That are built-in operations. That are built-in operations. Don't focus on the first two. Uh, don't focus on the first two. So any operation I am doing on the data will be noted down here, I'm telling you. Any operation I'm going to doing on the data will be noted down here, I'm telling you. So what is the meaning of that, sir? For example, I am loading the data, you know very well. I loaded the data. Okay. I loaded the data, which is Titanic data, which is a Titanic data. And the file name that is showing here is Titanic. See, I loaded the data, which is Titanic data. If I rename the data, okay, if I rename it, for example, if I rename to Titanic, if I rename to just normal Titanic, I am renaming. If I rename it and if I click on enter, you can see here, once I rename, the operation is noted down. You have done some changes, you have done. Okay, you have done the change. You have done the change. If you undo it, let's say if you undo it, okay, I think for the column name it will not do anything. So here also you can come back, like here you can give any name. The file name, for example, Titanic dataset. So Titanic dataset. For the column name it won't list down. For column name it won't list down. Remaining things it will list down. I will show you one by one. I will show you one by one, don't worry. So see, all the column names is mentioned here. All the column names in the data is clearly available in front of you. All the column names is available in front of you. And the beauty of this particular Power BI is, once the data is loaded, every column data type will be given here. Every column data type. Okay, you can see here, you can see here, you can see, you can see, you can see. For example, mostly every column, why it is showing ABC. So there is some mistake. So what I will do is I will close it. First of all, I will close it. So then, no, I am going to do one thing. Get the data. Once again, I will upload the data. Once again, I will upload the data and I will click on the transform data option. I will click on the transform data option. Once I click on the transform data option, see, some mistake has done. That's why everything is showing in ABCD. So that the beauty of this Power BI, definitely the beauty of this Power BI. See, previous one is there. Let me remove the previous one. Okay. See here, when we load the data into the Power Query editor, it will show the column name along with the column data type. 1 to 3 means this column is having numbers only. This column is having numbers. Survived also, this column is having numbers. P class also, this column is having numbers. And name means you are having the text. You can see any column. Any column, the data type will be clearly showing on top of it. You can see cabin means it belongs to text input column. Embarked means text input column. Fair means float. Fair means float. I already told you integer. If you write 12 means it becomes integer. If you write 12.5 means it becomes decimal, which means float. Okay. Normal value means you will consider as integer. If there is any decimals means you will be considering as float. Text means, normally it will show like a text. ABCD. ABCD. Okay. You can see here each column data type you can see clearly is going to mention by. Okay, is going to mention by the Power BI. Simple. Second point here is you can click on the column. For example, survived column is there, and here you can see 1 to 3 is there, which means survived column is having the only 1 to 3 numerical numbers are there in the survived column. Numerical numbers are there in the survived column. That's why you can see 1 to 3 here. If I click on it, you can see 1 to 3 means what? 1 to 3 means what? Somewhere whole number. Let's say for example, in the float 1.2 is there. If I click on here, click on it, here it will show you 1.2 means decimals, which means floating values. All the things will be shown very, very clearly. All the things will be shown very, very clearly. Okay, sir, what we are going to do? See, you can use lot of options here. You will be, what options you will be using in the Power Query? I will tell you. You will be using the close and apply option. You will be using the new source option. You will be using these four options you will use definitely. Split columns you will use, ascending order, descending order you will use, a group by we will use the replace values, we will use the for this one. This option also we will use. After this we will be using, we will go to the transform data. In this option we will use the first two. Okay, and then we will use the text related options. All the text related options we will see, and all the numerical related options we will see, and all the time and data related options we will see. Okay, and also we come here in the add column. In the add column also a lot of options will be there, like text or form number options we will see. We will see the time and date options also. If there is anything important like remaining things, duplicating columns, slowly when you are working, automatically you can learn all the things, because in the Power Query you will be having lot of options, lot of minor options will be there. So all the things you can't use it here. So which are important, we'll see one by one, one by one, one by one. So we have the data here. We have the data. So first priority for me, first priority, I will be explaining you this one, these four options. Okay, first priority, I will be explaining you the first four options. Choose column or remove column, keep rows or remove rows. These four options I will be explaining you very, very clearly. So here the point is, before going to do the operation, you have the data in front of you. You have the data in front of you. Sir, how many rows and how many columns are there? From where we have to find out? How many rows and how many columns are there? From where we have to find out? Tell me. I mean, from where we can find out, because the data is available in front of you. The data is just available in front of you. So how can you know? Can you see here left side, guys?
On the
12
bottom.
columns and yes, on the bottom left, if you see, we are having 12 columns and 891 rows. We have 12 columns and 891 rows. Okay. So each column we have, I mean, each column name is there. Everything is there. For example, sir, can you change any column name? Can you please change the name column? The name column, this name column, can you change to passenger name? Change the column name. What I will do, I will double click on it. I will double click on it. I will remove the name and I will give some other name. What I will give? passenger. Okay, passenger. Okay, passenger name or names. Okay, double click on it. I am renaming. I am renaming, clicking on enter. See, once I click on enter, I don't know whether you observed or not. Previously, the name is there. Now I am changing the name. Now I am changing the column name. So whatever operation that you have done, it is noted down here. See, so now guys, noted down.
Yes, sir.
The operation has been noted down. The operation has been noted down. Okay, sir. But if I there is a into option is showing here. Into option is showing here. If I click on into, what happens? Whatever the operation that you have done, it will undo. For example, see if I click on into, see it came back to the original name. So whatever operation that you are doing on the data will be listed down. If you don't want means you can cut it. If you don't want means you can cut it. So total we have 12 columns and 891 rows. Total we have total how many we have? Total we have 12 columns and 891 rows. 12 columns and 891 rows we have. Simple. Okay. 12 columns and 891 rows. So we'll do one by one. So first, as I mentioned, choose column, remove column, keep rows, remove rows. First, we'll go with one by one. First, we'll go with the keep rows and remove rows option. Okay. So the data is here, and keep rows. You can see a downward arrow, a small downward arrow is there. I'm going to click on that small downward arrow. If I click on downward arrow, what they are telling? Keep top rows, keep bottom rows, keep range of rows, keep duplicate rows, keep errors. Four options are there. What is the meaning of keep top rows? Only few rows from the starting. Few rows. For example, I want only 5 rows to be shown. Remaining things I don't want to show. Remain, remaining things I don't want to show. So you can do that also. Yeah. You can do that also. For example, see, I'm going to click on keep top rows. Keep top rows. How many you want to keep? I want to keep only first 10. I want to keep only first 10. I will click on OK. See, only first 10 will be available in front of you. Only first 10 will be available in front of you. Remaining things it will be not available in front of you. You can't see. That doesn't mean data is not there. That doesn't mean data is not there, but you can see only first 10. First 10. Now what happens is, sir, I want only these 10 rows. Remaining data I don't need means if you click and apply, you can see here an option close and apply. So if you click on apply means this data will be finalized for visualization. This data will be finalized for visualization. Okay, for visualization. But we should not do that because we should not lose the data. We should not lose the data at all. So I come back, undo it. So it is going to undo. It is going to undo. So click on the keep rows. You want to keep top rows. How many you want to keep? How many you want to keep? Click on the keep rows, keep bottom rows. From the bottom, I want 10. From the, I want last 10. See, last 10 is going to show in front of you. Last 10 is going to show in front of you. Okay, last 10. Let's say keep rows. Keep a for top 10 rows means from the starting, how many you want. Keep bottom rows means from the last, how many you want. Keep range of rows. Keep range of row means I'm going to keep from the first row number of rows. From the first row, I want 15 rows. I want 15 rows, or else from the 10th row. Okay. From the 10th row, I want 15 rows. If I click on OK, say from the 1 to 15 first. So here is, you can't keep the arrangements. For example, this is the data. Click on it. Keep a range of rows. They clearly mention first row. So it will start from first only. Okay. From the first row, number of rows I want 15. I want 15. Okay. I want 15 for example. See, from the first, from the Harry to the 15, it is going to show me. Come back, undo one step, come back. Click on it, range of rows, range of rows. From the 10th row, next to 15 I want. From the 10th row, next to 15 I want. If I click on it, can you see the difference, guys? Can you see the difference? From the 10th one, next to 15 is coming or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that operation also you can do. You can pick first 10, last 10, or else you can pick any range from a 10th row till the next 20 I1 means you can pick those things also. You can pick those things also. Next you can see here. Next you can see keep duplicates. What is the meaning of duplicates? For example, imagine you have it. You have data. For example, imagine you have a data. Okay, you have a data. So in that data, suppose you have three columns. So one is, let's say, country is one of the column, state is one of the column, and let's say region is one of the column, for example. So country India, state is Telangana, and region is suppose South. Okay, so country India, state Uttar Pradesh, region is North. Okay, so country India, state is Telangana, and region is South. So now you tell me, guys, what is the meaning of duplicate? So this particular row 1 and row 3, both are having same information or not?
Yes, sir.
Both are having same information. So these rows are known as duplicate rows. Duplicate row means duplicate rows is nothing but the rows which are having the same information. The rows which are having the same information. Click on the keep rows. If you want to keep the duplicate rows, I mean the rows which are having the same information will be showing in front of you. But see, the table is empty. Why? Because in the Titanic dataset, there are no rows which are duplicate. There are no rows which are duplicate. That's why the data is not showing in front of you. That is, you can see here last option, which is keep error option. Keep error means see, keep only rows containing errors in the currently selected column. So if there is any, let's say if I am selecting the age column, let's say if I am selecting the age column, in the age column, if there is any unwanted information, unwanted, not null, you can't say null is a error. It's not about null. Null value means what is the meaning of null? Null is nothing but empty place. See, in the age column, there is an empty place. Empty place is nothing but null. Here you can see empty, but in the Power BI, it will show you null, the name null. Null means it is an empty place. Okay, null means it is an empty place. So empty can't be like you can't say, sir, there is a empty, no, so it will be error. No. So if in a column, if there is any unwanted punctuations or any different language, not English language, any other languages like French language or anything, that might be taken as a error. So that option we won't use. So don't worry with that option. So keep top rows means first rows, bottom rows means bottom rows, range of rows means in between range how many you want, those rows you can keep. Duplicate means the rows which are having the same content. If you want to keep only those rows, you can keep it. Okay, next one you can say remove rows. Remove rows means remove top rows. Do you want to remove the rows? For example, first 10 rows please remove. If I click on OK, first 10 rows you can remove. It will first 10, 1 to 10 it is removed. See, it is starting from 11. It is starting from 11 because 1 to 10 it is removed. It is removed. Sir, I want to undo. I want to come back one step. Please use undo and come back. Please use undo and come back. Remove the rows. Remove bottom rows. Remove bottom rows. From the bottom side, please remove 10. Same. If you want to keep. If you want to remove from the bottom side, 10 rows removed. No, sir, I want to come back. Undo it and come back. Okay. Remove alternate rows. Alternate row means one after other. Alternate means 1, 2 will be removed, 3, 1 will be there, 2 will be removed, 3 will be there, 4 will be removed, 5 will be there, 6 will be removed, 7 will be there, like that. If you want alternate rooms, you can remove. See, alternate. Three options are there here. Lot of students will confuse. See, in the data you see, if you focus on the index one, you won't get the proper content. You focus here in the passenger ID, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in a serial number IDs are there. Passenger ID is mentioned in a serial. in a serial way the passenger IDs are mentioned. Okay, so what I will do is I will go to the remove rows option. In the remove rows option, you can say remove alternate rows. What is the meaning of alternate? First row to remove. Okay. Number of rows to remove. Number of rows to keep. Number of rows to keep. For example, first row to remove. Okay. From the first one. Number of rows to remove. Remove 10. Number of rows to keep. 5. I'm writing like this. I'm writing 1, 10, and 5. What do that mean? So please note down here, then you will get clear idea. 1, 10, and 5. So first row to remove, first row will be removed. Okay, first row will be removed. Number of rows to remove. So next 10 till 10, from the 1 to 10 it will remove. So first row to remove, from the first number of rows to remove, next 10 it will remove. Number of rows to keep, next 5. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This 5 we will keep. We will keep this 5. Next one again from the 16, next 10 till 26. See, 1 to 10 means total 10. No, this 10 will be removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 5 will be remain. Again from here next 10 will be removed. Like that the process will be continued. If I click on OK, see here 1 to 10 removed, 11 to 15 it is there. Next is 16 to 26, 25 removed, 10 removed, 26 to 30 present. Again 10 will, again it will remove again. So that is the purpose of alternate. If you want to remove alternately means you can remove it alternately. You can remove it alternately also. Next one. Next one you can see here. Remove rows. Remove top rows means top rows will be removed. Bottom rows means bottom rows will be removed. Alternate rows means alternate rows will be removed. Here remove duplicates. Can anyone tell me this one? Can anyone tell me now? Duplicate rows. In the data set, if you have the same rows repeating. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you have the same rows, so remove those rows. So obviously we don't have any rows, duplicate rows, same rows repetition is not there. So no worries in the duplicate. Blank rows means, tell me what is the meaning of blank rows? Remove blank rows for the table means you can't say it is a null. Lot of people will think blank rows means sir null value. So it is a blank row. Okay. For example, sir, in the age column here is also null. This is null. Let's say here this is null. Let's say this is null. This is null. This is null. So all these are null. No, all these are null. No. So will they remove? See here. See here. Go to the remove rows. Blank rows. If I click on it, in the age column, null is like that only. It's not removed now. Then what is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of it? So null means what exactly? What is the meaning of what is the meaning of blank means? Let's say for example, if there is a data for you, if there is a data, okay, 3 columns, okay, country, state, and region, for example, country, state, and region. So in the country India, and the state belongs to what is like Tamil Nadu, and the region south, for example. Okay, country India, state belongs to UP, which belongs to north. Okay, suppose if this data is having 2 rows and 3 columns only, but if anyone is treating this data like 3 rows and 3 columns, means the third row is empty or not, guys? Tell me, completely empty or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for example, this belongs to the index 1, index 2, I mean serial number, serial number 1, serial number 2, serial number 3. In the serial number 3 no data is there, so it is a blank area, it is a blank data. So you have the serial number but there is no data, means it's a blank data. It's a blank data. If you have any data like that, if you want to remove them, click on it, remove blank rows. See, if there is any blank rows, it will automatically remove. And if you want to come back, undo it. Click on it, remove blank rows. Remove errors means if there is any errors in the column, like as I mentioned, like Persian language or French language, Portugal language, anything. So those things will be removed. Those things will be removed. That is the purpose of using two options: keep rows and remove rows. Understood, guys? These two options, everyone? Keep rows and remove rows.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, in the close and apply option, so only that part of the will be kept, other will be deleted on the in close and apply.
I didn't understand anything. Come again. Close and apply. Why you are focusing on this one? I didn't tell you close and apply. Close
No,
and apply means what you are doing till now. We will load the data. If the data is not clean, we will click on the transform data. If we click on the transform data, we will redirect to the Power Query. In the Power Query, we need to do all the cleaning. All the cleaning, unwanted data we will remove. All the cleaning part we will done here. After completing with the cleaning part, if everything is fine means we click on close and apply. If we click on close and apply, so whatever the operations that you have done here, for example, see, for example, let me close it. Let me close it. Okay. Let me close it. Now this is the Power BI. Okay. I'm going to load the data. What data I want to load? I want to load Titanic data. Okay. I want to load Titanic data. Okay. I'm going to load the Titanic data. So you tell me Titanic data is a cleaned one or uncleaned one? It is a cleaned one or uncleaned one? It is an uncleaned one because we have null values. Okay. It is uncleaned. So we need to go to the Power Query. So I'm going to click on the Power Query. Okay. I'm going to the Power Query. So here I need to clean the data. Here I need to clean the data. See, two options are there. Previously you loaded the data, now you load it. Previous one you delete it. You delete the previous one. Okay. Normally you loaded the Titanic data. Okay. This is not clean. This is not clean. Okay. Imagine, sir, imagine, for example, I will remove. There are a lot of null values in the cabin column. So I will remove this cabin column. I will select the column. I will select the column, click on it, click on it, right click on it, right click on the column, remove the column. Okay. For example, what I'm going to do is right click on it, not rename, remove, remove other columns or remove column. The column is removed or not, guys? You tell me. The column is removed, and
Yeah.
the column is removed, and whatever the action that you have done now, it is noted down. The user removed one column from the data. Okay. Imagine. Okay, I came to the Power Query. Here I cleaned the data. Now all the cleaning completed. For example, imagine all the cleaning completed. Okay, sir, all the cleaning completed. Now what you are going to do? I am going to click on close and apply. If I click on close and apply, if I click on close and apply, whatever operation that you have done will be applied on the data, and it will be come back here. See, it will come here. Okay. It here you can't see a column called cabin column. Can you see a cabin column here?
no, sir.
No. Why? That's the pipeline I told you. First you will upload the data to Power BI. Okay. First you will upload the data. So if the data is clean means directly you will click on load and you will do the visualization. But if the data is not clean, what you will do? You will upload the data. If the data is not clean, you will go to the Power Query. In the Power Query, you will clean the data. After cleaning the data, you will click on close and apply. Once you click on close and apply, whatever operations you have done on the cleaning area, everything will be applied on the data and it will come back to the original editor. So it will come to the Power Query editor. Here it will come in to the Power BI. Till here it will come. But here, whatever the cleaning part is done, everything will be applied on the data. Okay, now what I will do, I will apply the visualization because this data is not original data. I went to the Power Query, there I cleaned and I came back. I came back. Understood, Hardeep? What is the purpose of close and apply?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So that is why if the data is not clean, first load the data, clean, and again clean and come back. Come back and do the visualization. Okay, that's why the data is not clean. I'm going to click on transform data. I'll go to query editor, Power Query Editor. Whatever operations you do here, do it. Whatever operations you do here, please do it. Then again come back. Let me delete it. Yeah. Okay. So this is the data. And understood now, guys? These two options, everyone. Tell me. Keep rows and remove rows. Easy options. Very, very easy options. Next, you can see two options here. Choose column, remove column. Let me click on the choose column. So if you click on the choose column means, see, it is giving you a pop-up. It is giving you a pop-up. Which column you want to choose? Sir, I want to choose age column. Guys, if you want to choose age column means remaining columns you don't want, yes or no? For example, if you want one chocolate means, if you want dairy milk chocolate means, that means what? Remaining chocolates you don't want. So what I want, sir, I want only age column. I will pick the age column. I will click on OK. Only age column data will be selected. Remaining things will be not considered. Okay, remaining things will be not considered. No, sir, I want to come back. Undo it. Click on into. Click on into. Okay, now see, today I will clean this data in front of you. So in the Titanic data, what are the columns I don't want? So first of all, choose column is nothing but whatever the column that you want to choose, you can choose it. But with that, that's not not so useful option here. So now I am going to clean the data. Now I am in the Power Query. First I loaded the data. Since the data is not clean, I came to the Power Query. In the Power Query, passenger ID. Definitely this column won't give you any information. This column won't give you any information. It's just like a row number. So I want to remove this. I want to remove this particular column. Select the column. See, select the column, remove column, remove the column. The column is removed. The column is removed, and whatever the operations that you have done is noted down here. It is noted, one operation noted down. Okay, next one. Next one, name column also no need. Name column. So this column, click on the remove. So it is removed. See, name column also removed. Next, ticket column. You can see here, remove column, two options are there. Remove column, remove other columns. Whatever the column that you selected, if you want to remove this column is click on remove columns. Sir, I want only ticket, remaining things I don't need means remove other columns. On that time only ticket will be there. Okay, ticket also I don't need. So click on that particular ticket column, remove the column, it will remove, or else or right click on the column, click on remove. The column will be removed. So three operations I have done. Three operations belongs to remove column only. So three operations removed columns. So I removed the columns. I removed columns. Okay. I removed the columns. Next. Next what? Guys, next what? What can I do? Tell me. Next, we'll focus on the null values. Okay. We'll focus on the null values because in the age column, if you see, okay, in the age column, if you see, there are null values for me. Definitely there are null values. See, empty values are there. So do you want to fill any value in the age column? Sir, if I remove, let's say a lot of people, what they will do is mostly they will remove the null values. If you remove the null, what is the meaning of remove null values? What is the meaning of removing null values? So removing null values means only this piece not removed. Entire row will be removed. I'm telling you, this entire row will be removed. Here also, this entire row will be removed. Wherever there is a null value, entire row will be removed. But if you do like that, you will lose the data. Yes or no? You will
Yes, sir.
lose the data. Definitely, you will lose the data. So in the age column, how many null values are there? Everything will have some overview. Go to there. I'm selecting the age column. You can see here downward arrow. You can see here downward arrow. I'm going to click on the downward arrow. If I click on the downward arrow, you want to maintain the data in ascending order or descending order based on the age column. Based on the age column. So here also a lot of people in interview, when I do the mock interviews also, I don't know why this silly questions they will tell me the wrong answer. For example, see, let's say if I am having country, if I'm having state, if I'm having age column, okay, country India, state is MP, age is 21. Country India, state is UP, age is 23. Country India, state is AP, age is 19. Country India, the state is Tamil Nadu, and age is suppose 14. So if anybody asks you to sort the data in ascending order, sort the data in ascending order based on the age column, then what you will do, tell me? Based on the age column. See, sort based on age column, ascending order. So in the ascending order based on the age column. So in the age column, first of all, in the age column, what you have to do is in the age column maintain ascending order, which means small to big. 14, 19, 21, 23. Okay. And see, when you are changing 14 means all this row will change or not, tell me?
Yes, sir.
So country and state. So 14 means it's related Tamil Nadu and it's related India will come first. Next 19 means AP and it's related India will come first. Next 21 MP, it's related India. Okay. Next UP is related India. So sorting based on particular column means entire rows will also rename. Either it might be ascending order, descending order. See, if I click on it, if you want to convert the data in ascending order based on the age column and see everything, everything will be converted into ascending order based on the age column. If you want to maintain the data in the descending order based on the age column, see descending order means what? Big to small. Descending order means big to small. 80, 74, 71, 71. See, all the values are going down and their related rows also given for you. Their related rows also given for you. Come here, click on it. You can see here clear sort, which means don't want sorting. I don't want sorting. Normally show me the data or the original data show me. So it is showing. And also you have done one operation. See here. You have done one operation. What is the operation? You removed the columns. You have done the operation and the operation mentioned here, that is you remove the columns. Click on the downward arrow. Remove empty. You can see here guys, you can see here, for example, everything you are selecting, like all the data in the age column, whatever the data is there, everything you are selecting. Okay, you select it, fine, but in that you have one option that is null. Why it is null? Null is there. Why? Because in the age column, null is also one of the part. I told you unique labels, yes or no? You can't say 22, 38, 26, 35. These are only a part of the age column. Null is also one of the part. Null is also one of the parts. So that's why null is available for you. Sir, I don't want to, what do you say, like I don't want those null values. I want to remove those null values. If you remove the null values means the entire row will be removed. This entire row, this entire row, this entire row will be removed. See, for example, empty null value, empty the null values, which I mean remove empty, which means wherever there is a null value, please remove it. If you remove, 891 rows will be come down. Because rows will be deleted. No, see, click on empty rows. Filtered rows, 891 converted to 714, which means all the null values in the age column has been removed. If you click on the downward arrow, now you can see there is null. You can't see because you cleared it. You cleared the null values and whatever the operation that you have done, it is noted down. See, you renamed the columns and you cleared the null values. You renamed the column and you cleared the null values. For example, see, in the embarked column also, two null values will be there. See, blank is there, only two will be there. So you can remove them. That's not an issue. But if you see the cabin, in the cabin column, how many null values are there, guys? See, lot of null values, lot of, so many null values you can see. Most of the data is null values only. Most of the data is null values only. So if you clear the null values, if you remove the empty, most of the data you will lose. See, now it is 712. If I just remove empty, click on empty means, see, three columns, three null values I removed. Now the data becomes 183. 183. So from 891 rows, after removing the null values, it becomes 183. How much data we lose? Okay, you lose the data, but data is perfect now. The data is good, but you lose the data. You lose the data. You can ask me one question, sir. 891 rows are there. 891 rows. So, for example, you can ask me one question, sir, why you are removing the null values, right? Why you are removing the null values in the age column? You are removing the null values in the embarked, only two other you are removing that. In the cabin also, entire null value rows you are removing, all the rows you are removing. So 891 rows are there, it just converted to 183. Okay, because wherever there is a null value, that rows I am removing. You can ask me one question, can't you handle, sir? You can't handle the numbers, you can handle. Who will handle? The data scientist will handle. So when for the data science people here, when you are learning machine learning, on machine learning using feature engineering and feature selection, okay, using feature engineering and feature selection technique, we'll do that. How to handle the null values? Like we need to learn advanced statistics, and there we need to show the proof. Why need to how we, for example, I can add value 10 here. I can add value 10. Okay. So if you are adding the 10 here, obviously we'll add 10 only. Wherever there is a null value, there 10 will be added. But my question is, how can you say that the 10 is a perfect number? How can you say that 10 is a perfect number? Okay, for that, we need the machine learning. Okay, machine learning use cases. So that we'll see in the ML part. So now, guys, you tell me, now the data is clean or not? You tell me, guys. Just
Yes.
one thing, the data is clean or not? So
Yes.
when I added the data, I want unwanted things. One is passenger ID column is there, ticket column is there, name column is there. Three unwanted columns I removed. It is noted down. Next, in the age column I have null values. In the cabin column I have null values, and in the embarked column also two null values are there. I removed, and it is noted down. See, noted down. So cleaning I have done. Now for my data is clear. My data is very, very clean. So now can I do the visualization? You tell me. Can I do the visualization or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I can do the visualization. I can do the visualization now, but you want to do the visualization means, see, directly don't apply. On top of this data, you have done few changes. What are the changes? You removed the column, you clean the null values, you have done some changes you have done. So if you want to apply these changes on top of this data permanently means when you are using the Power BI, not in the Excel sheet. Excel sheet will be like that only. So in the Power Query, I have done some changes. So if you want to apply this perfectly, what I will do, I'll click on close and apply. Once I click on close and apply, whatever the operations that I have done, which means I removed the columns, I cleaned the null values, everything that will be applied, and it came back to the original area or not, guys? Tell me. From the Power Query, I cleaned and I click on close and apply. All the operations are applied on the data and it came back. Now, if you see the data here, ticket column, passenger ID column, and also name column will be not available. And also, if you see the age column, in the age column, null values also will be not available. Now I will do the visualization. Sir, please show me male people. So I clean the data. After cleaning the data, what I will do? In the gender column, we have male and female. So males are investing how much for the ticket, and females are investing how much, for the ticket, how much they are spending for the ticket. If you want to know, males are males are spending how much for the ticket, and females are how much. Click on the visualization, drag it on the y-axis. I need the label, so I will give gender, male and female, how much they are investing. Male and female, how much have some total males are taking how much tickets, total females are taking how much tickets. You can see the bar here. You can see the visualization here very clearly. Simple. So total females are buying very tickets. The tickets cost, which In a simple way, the female people are buying the best ticket prices when compared to the male. Guys, you tell me, we loaded the data, we cleaned the data. Now we have done the visualization or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is the that is the purpose of Power Query. What is the purpose of Power Query means before doing the visualization, you need to make sure that the data is clean or not. If the data is not clean, you need to go to the transform data and you need to clean the data. You need to clean the data. Okay. Now there are a lot of options. For example, if I go on the Power Query transform data, if I go on the Power Query editor, we can see a lot of options will be available. Let's say we just completed choose columns or remove columns, keep columns and remove columns. We can see split column option is there, group by is there, or replace is there, a lot of things are there. We'll see one by one. So close it. First close it. Okay. First you close it. In the Power BI, I'm going to click on the get data option. I'm going to click on the get data option. Once I click on the get data option, I have some data sets for you. Okay, I will share everything in the drive. So I'm clicking on the Excel workbook because the data set is Excel SX extension. Because the data set is Excel SX extensions. So here some data sets are there. Data functions, merge functions, sample, lot of things are there. First, I will open the first one. Let me close the Titanic data function. One data set is there. So you can see if I open this Excel sheet, lot of subsheets are present. Okay, lot of subsheets are there here. So you can't say like it is one Excel sheet. For outside people, it looks like only one Excel sheet, but inside this Excel sheet, lot of subsheets are there. Lot of subsheets are there. Okay. So we'll use these columns. So we'll use this data which we prepared. These things are available in the Kaggle or it will be available in other sites also, mainly in the GitHub. Mainly they will be available in the GitHub also. Okay. So we'll pick and we'll understand each and every option. So what I will do is in the Power Query, first of all, I will load the data. Let me click on the Excel workbook, click on connect. I will load that particular data. If I go back, you can see here there is an option called Power BI. Okay, there is an option called Power BI. Okay, one folder is there for me. Let me pick that particular folder. I don't know, see Power BI folder. So there, data function. Click on it. I'm going to open this one. But see, lot of things are there here. Lot of subsheets are there. It will ask you to load which one. So please tell me which one I want to load. Please tell me which one I want to load. So you are loading the data functions sheet only, but in that lot of subsheets are there. In these subsheets, Power BI will suggest a few things for you. Okay, all the sheets will be you can load, but in that also there are some sheets it will suggest for working purpose. So see, I want to work with this data means we can pick that particular data. No, sir, I want to work with this sheet. All the sheets are available here. I'm telling you. Okay, you can give here. If you want this one, you can give. If you want this one, you can give and you can work. Lot of people will have one curiosity. Sir, everyone will teach Power Query, Power BI, everything is fine. Can't you teach how to connect with the internet? Now I will show you. What I will do is I opened the Power BI. I'll click on the transform data option. Now I am in the Power Query editor. Guys, you tell me, is there any data for me here? Tell me, is there any data? No data. No data, nothing. Okay, I don't have any data, nothing. So you can click on the new source option. In the new source option, you can select Excel or a CSV or anything, and you can load the data here directly. See, directly you can load the data here. From there, coming till here is fine, or directly you can load here. You can come to the Power Query editor, and here also you can load. Here also you can load the data. See, same, you pick anyone, it will come here. See, for example, sir, I want to work with this one. Select that one, click on OK. If I click on OK, so see here, the data is loaded. And you start doing the cleaning part. Whatever you want, you can do it. Whatever you want, you can do it. So one point I just want to tell you, please delete it. Sir, now Okay, I opened the Power BI. Now I came to the Power Query. In the Power Query, I didn't have any data to clean. I didn't have any data to clean. If you want to upload the data, you upload the data and you clean the data. Sir, teach me how to work on online data. How to work on online data. Go to the internet. In the internet, if you see here, in the internet, uh, Indian, I will see list of Indian state days. I'm going to pick one Wikipedia page. I'm going to pick one Wikipedia page, which is each state in India, their formation day, a detailed information. This Wikipedia page. Okay, this Wikipedia page I want to analyze. I want to analyze the Wikipedia page. I'm going to copy that API, application programming interface. I'm going to copy that API. Okay, link, mainly the people call link software, we call them as API. So this API I'm calling. Come back here. So in the Power Query, there is no data to clean. I want to work on, I want to clean online data. I want to clean online data and I want to do the visualization on top of online data. Yes, it is also possible. It is also possible. Click on the news source. If I click on the news source, you can't see anything here. I'm telling you, you can't see anything. But what I will say is, this downward arrow is then a little bit downward arrow. Click on the downward arrow. Instead of clicking on the icon, please click on the downward arrow. If I click on the downward arrow, you can see a option called web option. Click on the web option. If I click on the web option, it is asking me to paste the API. I am pasting the API which I copied from the internet. Okay, which I copied from the internet. Click on OK. If I click on OK, see, it is going to show me a pop-up will open. A pop-up will open. It will show me the data. See, it will show me the data. So in this particular website, lot of data is there. Which one you want to load? You want, so which one you want to load? I already told you, please go with the suggested thing. Okay, it is suggesting few things here. Okay, first let me click on this one. Table 4, click on it. See, this is the data. This is one of the data. So this is one of the data. This is one of the data. Okay, this is one of the data. This is one of the data. And even this is also one of the data. You can ask me, sir, what is the proof that this particular data is collecting from the web API which you have given? So see, I'm selecting this data. I'm selecting this data. This data is present in the Wikipedia page. How it present? Click on the web view. See, in this, definitely in this particular Wikipedia page, this data is present. So this data is present in the Wikipedia page. So the Power BI is organizing the data and giving in front of you. It is giving in front of you. Okay, which table you want, you can pick that particular table. Which table you want, you can pick that table. Sir, I want to pick this particular area. You can ask me, retrieved 13th June 2020. You just go to the internet and search where they are available. Somewhere here it will be available definitely. Somewhere definitely this information will be available in the Wikipedia page. So if you want to work on this Wikipedia page, select any one of the table. I'm selecting the table. Click on OK. So in the Power Query editor, the data will be loaded. See, the online data. This data is from internet. This data I am loading into the Power Query. Now I will do the operation what I want. Sir, I want to rename. Yes, please rename. Please rename whatever you can even dates. You can select formation formation dates. You can click on the formation dates and you can do it. So you can see a lot of options are there here. Split data group by. We'll see in the next section. Okay, we'll see remaining things in the next section. So what we are going to do is in the Power Query. So we completed the first one, like this piece we completed. In the tomorrow section, we'll see about the sorting. Already we completed age sorting. We have seen. Again, I will tell you once. Split column, group by, and use this one, this option, and replace. These four options we'll see tomorrow. Along with that, we'll go to the transform data option. In the transform data, we'll see the text column, number column, and date and time column. In the add column also, there are one or two options which are the scientific approach is there. We'll see these options. With that Power Query, we will complete the Power Query. Once completing the Power Query, I will teach you the DAX. Like you can learn a little bit about the DAX, like a good knowledge on the model views. What is the meaning of model views? Why we need to connect? What is the communication between the table to table using the DAX? We'll see that. Till here, any queries you can ask me, guys. Mostly today, I think. What is the date? I don't know what is that. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Mostly in next 3 days, we'll complete the Power BI. Then we'll go to another module. So till here, any queries you can ask me, guys. All of you, any doubts you can ask me.
No, sir. Clear.
Yeah. Okay, I will share these data sets. Like I have a lot of data sets. Everything I will upload in the drive. Please download from there and you start doing work. Okay. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow.